What is the future of medical coding in India? What is medical coding and how is it career worthy for the student who is eligible to join this course? Hi everyone, welcome to the talk show. And today's topic is medical coding a good career? Welcome guys to our talk show. We have today Dr. Ashwini Ghate in the talk show with us. She is a homeopathic doctor, graduated from Pune University in BHMS, and then she decided to move to USA, where she switched the career in medical coding. She has worked in USA for 3 years, and then she was back to India. Since then, she has been training people on or students on medical coding, and she has trained around 150 students till now. And she is also working as a consultant for healthcare industries in USA. Welcome, Dr. Ashwini. I think students would get enlightened in today's topic, which is medical coding. So first and the foremost, right, the question would be, what is medical coding and how is it career worthy for the students?
Yes. So medical coding is actually a process of transformation of healthcare records or various diagnosis and procedures into medical codes. Now, simply put, medical coders read through medical charts and they assign medical codes to various diagnoses and procedures that they find in the medical charts or medical records. Now, I just want to point out here that this is not the same as computer or software coding. Medical coders don't sit and write any codes. The codes are already there. Our job as medical coders is to assign those codes to whatever diagnosis or procedures or medicines or services that are provided. We assign those to various records, and this is an important process or important step in the revenue cycle management. So what it means is basically because of this step, that important step that medical coders take, doctors get paid in a very timely and accurate manner. Now, coming to the next part of this question. So, healthcare is basically, there is no recession in healthcare, and there is always a growing demand for healthcare professionals. That means, stability and job security is offered in this field. Now, why is it relevant for us in India? So, India is a favorite destination for outsourcing various healthcare processes. Medical coding is and billing is like one of the most important outsourced industry. Now, candidates do get exposure to healthcare as well as IT into this field. So they get to work in a secure environment where there are a lot of growth opportunities. So yes, definitely. I mean, this is a career-worthy field, and I hope that more and more people join this field.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ashwini. I think that would be good information, right? People generally confuse medical coding with actual coding, which they have an understanding of. And from the future of medical coding in India, what do you think? How has been the growth for the companies and for the students?
So as I mentioned earlier that, healthcare outsourcing industry is evergreen, and like 80% of the US companies outsource to India. So naturally, there are more jobs that are available here in India. And as a lot of us know that there are a lot of job opportunities in the southern part of India. There are more and more companies that are setting up their businesses in the rest of the India. So definitely, the career growth in this field is definitely immense. And as India moves into the as the healthcare insurance becomes popular in India, the use of medical coding for reimbursement is, as it becomes popular, there will be more jobs created even in the Indian healthcare system, in like small offices, small practices, insurance companies. So yeah, I mean, the growth and the future of medical coding in India is certainly bright.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. Are you seeing medical coding being used in India healthcare for now, or is it a future you foresee?
So There are some larger hospitals actually that are using medical coding. I mean, they are hiring medical coders to be on their staff. And then, as we know, like a lot of people have the mediclaim policies and for the hospitalization, so they do require. It's more of more into the future, but it is. I'm seeing like the trend has begun, and that is definitely going to be the future.
Now, just to understand, right, what is the eligibility criteria if somebody wants to be a medical coder?
Typically, we say that if you are someone who comes from life science background, then this is a very good career field. So medical coders have to read a lot of medical charts every like day in and day out. So having a basic knowledge of medical terminology, anatomy, that's kind of important, or it will be essential. So if you are someone with pharmacy background or BSc microbiology, zoology, nurses, and of course doctors, all these people can easily start career in this field now. Doctors especially, they have apart from the knowledge of anatomy and medical terminology, they also have the clinical knowledge that helps them understand the process better. But then even if you are not someone from life science background, and if you are interested in entering this field, it's certainly you can do that. Only thing is you need to invest a little bit more time into learning the medical terminology, anatomy, and trust me, like I have trained people from commerce background, arts background, engineering background, and they have become successful. So it's not like set in stone. It's just that if you are from life science background, it's definitely a career field for you.
That's good to hear. Commerce guys can also go into this field.
Yes.
That was good. And I think the next question would be, what are the job opportunities available in the market after doing medical coding, and how is the career growth in the field?
So typically, one starts as a junior coder, and then you work up the ladder to become a senior coder, a team lead, coding manager. Some companies do hire non-certified coders, and then they train their candidates into their specific process. Another way to go is to become certified, and you are actually increasing your chances of becoming hired if you become certified. Then in the coming to the career growth part, like you usually typically you learn various specialties like emergency department coding, evaluation and management coding, then HCC coding. And knowing these different kind of coding specialties, that definitely increases your career opportunities. Then medical coders can also develop skills that are useful in other healthcare businesses like business management, auditing. Then there is something called as clinical like documentation improvement, then health information management. So like a combination of healthcare and IT, which is definitely a lucrative field, and that can help you in your career growth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. And what about if somebody is thinking of have an entrepreneurial instinct? How a person can become an entrepreneur in this field?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Certainly, they can. So, as I have said, like the healthcare outsourcing is very, very popular. India is like their favorite destination. So, if you are someone who's passionate about medical coding and the healthcare industry, if you have the resources and the will and drive, you can certainly start an operation here in India and create job opportunities for medical coders, billers, or many people over here. And that is one way to look at it. Another entrepreneurial opportunity that I can think of is, training candidates to become medical coders. That way, you are creating literally a job force to work for these companies. Even like today's youth in the rural and suburban area who typically would not have such opportunities, that if you start small centers in those areas, this knowledge can even reach them, and they can become ready to start a career in medical coding. So yeah, I mean, entrepreneurial opportunities in this field they're certainly possible.
Okay, I think that was good, Dr. Ashwini, to have you on the talk show. Probably we'll connect with you in some other talk show with some new topic.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here. Hope to talk to you again in the future.
Yeah. Okay.